Northwest Missouri State University has a renowned sports program from football to volleyball to soccer and more. This has since sparked a coaches show, which is live from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. every Tuesday at the Palms here in town. This coaches show helps listeners get an insight to all the personalities and feel more connected to all the sports programs they might view each week.
Coaches Show's been around since way before my time. I think back when John was actually working at 97.1, they used to do these back then, and it's always been one of those things. The flagship station of the Bearcat Radio Network has always carried on a Northwest Missouri State Coaches Show. So it's a good chance to connect with not only football and basketball, but all the sports and kind of let folks know what's going on.
Community has always been a big thing when you talk about Northwest Missouri State University, and this show has become important for the sports program to be able to connect with everyone. Each week, multiple student athletes and coaches from all sports attend this event and answer questions about past or future games.
Well, it's an opportunity to get a chance to hear more about Northwest athletics, and also a chance for the student athletes to be showcased a little bit more, and our listeners have an opportunity to hear about them, hear what they do outside of field of competition, and what they do as far as their studies, and just they get a chance to know the athletes a little bit more where they wouldn't in some other type of settings.
It's a great way to connect with those that can't always make it to every game. Especially, you think about basketball, that schedule gets pretty busy as you go throughout the winter, and some late nights, some weeknights. You think about there's some crossover there, football and volleyball or soccer or all these different sports. It's hard to be able to hit every single one of them. So the coaches shows a chance to kind of go back and say, you know what, maybe I was out of town for a week. I can get up with what Coach Worth in volleyball's been doing, or see how Coach Gordon in soccer's been, or kind of get the latest on football and how things are shaking out there too. So I think it's just important to be able to inform folks on what's happening Northwest Missouri state-wise. But then there's also the human element too, to where you can get some kind of funny stories with coaches and players, or get more of that human side. What are they studying? Where are they from? How'd they end up in Maryville? So we try to hit the sports side especially, but kind of the human element factor as well.
If you've never heard of the Coaches Show or never tuned in, here are some reasons why you should.
I think people should tune in because you're getting stories and background information and just different things about all these coaches and players that you're not going to get anywhere else. And a lot of that's because we've had a chance to, and we're very blessed to build these relationships with coaches and also student athletes, to where there's a comfortability factor after a while that they know where I'm coming from with certain questions, and kind of trying to tap into certain things to where they can feel comfortable and open up a little bit more, and know that it's just kind of a fun conversation with a lot of fans that want to get to know them too.
John Coffey and Matt Tritton are the voices of the Bearcat Radio Network, and you hear them whenever you tune into the games. They both gave some insights on why they enjoy working with Northwest Sports.
I don't know if you can just bring it down to just any one particular thing, but a lot of it's just the relationships with the coaches and players and the people that surround not only Northwest Missouri State Athletics, but around the rest of the MIAA. We have a lot of friends when we go to the different venues for the games, and it's always fun to catch up with them. And it's really, the relationships are number one, but also the competition. It's always a lot of fun to watch these teams play. They've had a lot of success through the years, and just to be there and to see the success they have is also a lot of fun.
I think it's really special to be a part of Northwest Missouri State Athletics in any capacity. So the fact that John and I get to go to these games and be a very small portion of the experience for fans, because if you're not at the game, but you're tuning in, and this is where you're getting your information from, that's a really cool thing that not many people get the chance to do that for any college or university, but especially one as prestigious as Northwest Missouri State. So we are really blessed to be able to have that opportunity, and that's something that we don't take for granted at all.
For the stories that matter to you, I'm Jacob Mustard with Channel 8 News.